Patrick saw a limo. Says Pandora was dropped off by one. That speaks of money. And money speaks of court.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah, I do not like the implications. Not one bit.
So what now? Usual treatment, I assume? You'll empty her mind even further? Throw her back in the pond? Assuming you don't want her skinned and fed to the pigs.
Yes, I'll need to wipe her mind. Erase any thoughts of sires and embraces.
Well, she's already empty-headed. I wonder what'll become of her. After.
Seattle has a place for everyone. Even if it's, under a bridge somewhere, I suppose.
Very well, then. Do what you need to, but once you're done, give me the nod. We do allow a little leeway in my establishments, but I don't need a masquerade breach at my front door.
Understood. He was right. I needed to deal with Miss Pandora, and quickly.
As it turned out, I did need to deal with her quickly, but not in the way I'd expected.
Time to earn the paycheck. If I got paid, which I didn't, technically. Still.
Hey there, Miss Pandora. How you feeling?
Still a bit antsy. I could kill for a cigarette. I guess I'm a little cold around the neck. Oh, and, dead?
Of course. What with you being a construct of my own mind, it was a stupid question. I will grant you that. But I like to make my own psyche comfortable.
What do you need to know, Lord Fabian?
Where did you come from?
Given I'm a construct of your mind, your lordship, I find it hard to answer that. My clothes may not be tasteful, but they do look expensive. Under the powder, my skin is good. So are my nails and my hair. Rich family, I think you'd say.
Why did you call me Lord Fabian?
I'm a construct of your psyche, remember? Do you really want to stroke your ego that much? But, since you ask, because someone wants to get your attention, don't you think?
What's with the little cross sword doodad?
I told you what my sire said, remember? Beware the sword of the cross.
You did, didn't you?
And the cross is tickling at your brain, isn't it? So is the iron rebar forced through my body. You've seen this before. Would you kill, detective, for a cigarette?
No, Marla. I wouldn't kill you for a cigarette. But someone did, right?
Maybe they did. That was my job here at the Macom, after all. Hanging around the bar, my tray in front of me, offering the patrons their pick of tobacco. That's where you've seen me. Maybe 50 times before. The only place you've seen me. But you never did notice me, did you?
I see a piece of jewelry there. That yours?
The sharpened metal cross? You've never seen me with it before. I know you didn't pay me much attention, but you'd have spotted that. It's hardly subtle.
So how did you die, Marla?
Isn't it obvious? Iron bar through the heart. Head cut off.
Cut off?
You're right, not cut off. The wound, it feels more ragged, more torn. Ripped off, I'd say, by someone strong.
So who were you, Marla?
Why a nobody, detective? A mortal. A servant in the Macom.
Wait, one of Fletcher's employees, right? So a ghoul, perhaps?
I think you're right, detective. The neck bleed did slow up real quick by the spattering. Perhaps I had drunk the blood of a vampire and gained a bit of power.
I know what a ghoul is, thank you kindly. I'm sorry, Marla. You didn't deserve this.
Didn't I? You don't really know me at all, do you, detective? I could be a torturer, a mobster, a serial killer.
Maybe. Or maybe just wrong place, wrong time.
This looks a little more specific than that. More targeted.
killed by twisted iron and sheer strength. Good enough for either a vampire or a mortal. But she was mortal, and a ghoul to boot. She belonged to someone. I needed to check that out. Well, she was dead. The missing head gave it away. A cross, and a fancy one. Made of metal. Interesting. This felt somehow like deja vu, but I knew I hadn't seen it before. The slab of muscle in a suit was Lou's security ghoul. What was his name? Carstairs Cantaloupe. Evening, Mr. Constable.
Campbell.
That was it. I knew it.
Is there something you need?
Any idea what happened here?
Someone disliked a cigarette girl so much that he pinned her up on iron railings and took her head off.
You'd make a great beat cop, you know that? She was a ghoul. Do you know who she belonged to? Who fed her?
I don't.
Speculation is good for your health, and it's not one of the deadly sins. Try it sometime. Why are you here?
Mistress Graham was concerned. Violence in Elysium is not to be tolerated.
Does that mean you're not allowed to hit someone if they get out of line?
No.
So, do you enjoy being a ghoul?
I do.
Well, bully for you then. Are you the killer? I'll put that down as a maybe. Well, goodbye. My sire Gideon and the sheriff Hector, they'd asked me to make some chit-chat with the corpse.
Fabian, my boy, what do you make of her?
Well, she is definitely dead.
That's the best you can do?
Sorry, boss. Head torn off rather than chopped. Iron rebar through the heart.
Torn off. Interesting. Anything else?
There's an artifact. A metal thing, sort of a cross, but with a pointed end.
Sharpened cross and a severed head. Remind you of anything, Hector?
Marla worked here in the Macomb. I think she was a ghoul.
More than likely. Fletcher values loyalty in his staff.
But she wasn't Fletcher's ghoul, was she?
Don't try that on me, Malkavian. She was Rosalind's, all right?
Always sensible for a prince to have their ear to the ground.
That's all I have right now.
Well, keep on it, Detective.
Keep poking around, son. You're the right man for this job.
Your first time at the Macomb, and it's a doozy. What do you make of our little tableau out back? I was thinking of redecorating, but blood red is a little unsubtle.
Who found her?
As it happens, I did. First thing I saw when I came in. Does that make me a suspect?
I'm reasonably sure that if you murdered someone with inventive props and scenery, you'd be only too happy to tell me.
Right on the button, Detective. Right on the button.
What can you tell me about Marla? She worked for you, right?
The girl did have employment here, selling cigarettes. And before you ask, I don't know why a tray around your neck would get said neck sliced in two. She didn't strike me as clever or deep in a diabolical scheme.
She was a ghoul. That means she's part of our world.
Was she, old sport? Not one of mine. Interesting to find out whose neck she was supping from.
Where were you when she died? Assuming she died here.
Deep in a dreamless sleep, I'd imagine, given the time it must have taken to stage this little vignette.
When was the body found?
First thing when I came in, about a half hour after sunset.
Uh-huh. Now that does tell me something important. The killer couldn't have done this at night. They must be mortal.
Bingo, dear boy. I wondered if you'd spot that.
A mortal taking out a ghoul as some sort of message. Well, well, well. Nice place you got here.
I'm flattered it meets the approval of one so expert in fashion and decor. I'm sure we'll have the pleasure of seeing you here often, given your new role. Just keep it discreet, all right? And get your boss to buy you a better jacket.
I'll see you later.
Enjoy your night.
Any more ideas?
The kill happened during the day. This wasn't Kindred.
A cross, a torn-off head, and a mortal killer. What do you think, Sheriff? Hunter?
It seems so.
You recognize this? A signature kill of some sort?
Oh, rumors. There are always rumors.
Let's not jump too quickly. Well done. I'll take it from here. The fact it happened during the day, that's useful. You look into the girl. Find out where she lived, her lovers, family, friends. Either file a nasty accident or an ordinary back alley encounter. Whatever works. Make sure no one will miss her.
Poor kid. One day selling salvation from a box, the next, poof, gone. Forgotten, buried. But isn't that the way of our world?
What was that?
Oh, you saw it too, huh? Well, look, I'm sorry to disturb your sleep. I guess it was a dream? But, no, those were memories. I mean, things that I'd forgotten or maybe misunderstood at the time. Something must have dislodged them. Gideon, my sire, and Hector, my old boss. Both are long gone.
We have a place to be. To meet the prince.
That's right. The Macombar. The place we just dreamed, actually. Maybe that's why it was on my mind. Ah, we should get to the prince. That garden. That strange voice. Entirely alien, yet I do know it, I think. You heard it.
I did. It is not one of your memories?
No. Folks in my bloodline are prone to dreams and nightmares, but that was more like a vision. Tell me, Nomad, how do you feel?
Still not as powerful as I should be.
It isn't just torpor, is it?
Christ on a cross.
It's something to do with that mark. I'd lay odds on it.
Ah, hello. And who do we have here?
My name is Fire.
Welcome to our little sanctum. Do make yourself comfortable. I am Fletcher, and I have two rules. No sneakers, and if you must rip someone to pieces, do it outside. These are original floorboards, you understand.
What brings you to Seattle?
Oh, nothing. I'm a local boy, born and raised around here. Of course, things were different back then. Worse infrastructure, better music.
So, do you own this bar?
My dear Fire, this is more than a bar. This is a living piece of Seattle history. Built it up myself. Started out as a speakeasy in the old days. Back then, we had a laundry service up front and the booze in the back. Now the booze is the front. Ha!
How do you fit in with the Camarilla?
They scratch my back, I scratch theirs. Truthfully, I have no interest in climbing the political ladder and ruling the city.
You are content with this. You like your place here.
Oh, absolutely. This bar is my little kingdom, and people have learned my foibles. I stay on the court's good side with the occasional favor. Quid pro quo. Horse feathers. Time's getting on. I'll let you go.
Have a pleasant night, Fletcher.
Nomad, thank you for coming.
I am flattered. A private audience with the prince herself.
Hardly private. I'd like to take you up on your offer. As you heard, the sheriff has abandoned his duties and thinks he's our new scourge. Apparently, destroying Thin Bloods is a better use of his time.
You want me to stop him?
And bring him back so I can speak with him.
When you say you wish to speak with him,
I'm not gonna draw your picture. Benny left a mess out back. Track him, find him, bring him to me. Do that, and we'll talk about your future in Seattle. And your answers.
A moment. You invited me here. Can we talk?
I can spare a few minutes.
Your sire, Lou. I sensed some tension. Or am I mistaken?
Lou, where to begin? The woman was a big deal for a long time. Nobody denies that. But left undrunk, even good wine goes bad eventually. Does that answer your question?
It does, yes. The Tremere girl.
Sophia. I apologize. She gets absorbed once she has a project.
Am I one such project?
I hope that's not a problem. I can see you two working closely together. But we'll discuss that when you've done the job.
Tully speaks very freely with his prince. This is unusual.
Tully speaks very freely to everyone and everything. He's also extremely effective. The textbook example of not judging by appearance.
I would know more about you.
That's a very open question.
I would like to hear about your former life. Who was Ryong Choi before she was prince? Who was she before she became kindred?
What do you think?
You are not like Lou, webbed to the past. You strive for progress, but must find balance. I think you were once someone who wanted to change things, and tried to do so from the inside.
Perceptive. I started working with Campbell back in the 90s. His business administrator. And to my shame, his ghoul. A glorified secretary. But I worked my way up. Eventually, he trusted me, whether he'd admit it or not. Growing up, I wanted to be a nurse. Seems funny now, don't you think?
You are prince, perhaps unlooked for. Does the change unsettle you?
Does the city falling apart in 2 nights unsettle me? I'll say this. I've got a lot of experience putting out fires. Don't get me wrong, this bullshit is something else. Luckily, I thrive in fast-paced environments.
You were Campbell's ghoul, but it was Lou who made you. How did that happen?
Campbell may have been prince, and he could fill a suit and smile like a shark, but he wasn't one for nuance. He bucked harder than Lou would have liked. But I was an even hand. So, she made me her insurance policy. Campbell wasn't thrilled, but what could he do? Besides, it was Lou's call. And you don't piss off your sire, even as prince.
Thank you for indulging my curiosity.
Of course. I think you'll do well here, Fire. I'll see you back at Weaver Tower for your report once you're done.
The sheriff has been busy.
From what the prince said, this isn't the first, and I know it won't be the last. I believe we have a trail to follow. Benny is the sheriff, the deliverer of the prince's justice. He must know what waits for him.
Why would he rebel?
I'm not sure. Campbell's final death pushed him over an edge. A kindred who can fly. I will never get used to that.
I cannot fly. I can only glide.
Hey, are your feet on the ground? Orville and Wilbur would be impressed, at least.
Please! Please!
Where is he?
Who? What do you mean?
I will not ask you again. Where is Benny?
We found his haven, the auto repair shop. His kid's there, Max. Please let me go.
Benny? Hey, who are you?
Huh. Max. Should have guessed.
You are Max, aren't you? I need to know where Benny is.
You need to leave.
Benny Muldoon, where is he?
He's gone to cool off. You should leave him be.
What do you want with him?
I mean you no harm. I just need to find Benny. He must be stopped.
Stop him? Shit. I knew something was up. I knew it. I should have... If only I... Oh, God.
Max is Benny's sire. Some folks get it the wrong way round.
You knew something was happening. Calm yourself. Explain it to me.
He'd been away a lot. He told me things were changing and how he was going to be a part of it. Just talk. Venting like he always does, but he meant it this time. God.
Always venting about what?
Arguing with the prince, with Campbell, about how he was too soft in the Thin Bloods. I tried to steer him, keep him in line, Your generation ain't your fault. Look, when Campbell was found, Benny was... It was like he was free. And that was it. It was only Campbell holding him back. Nothing I said meant anything.
Many sires would destroy a child that disappointed them so. Benny is important to you.
I know he's got it in him to be a good guy. I've seen it. I just need to get him back on the right path. I can still turn this around.
Why sire him if you knew he was so erratic?
Look, he was a piece of shit as a mortal. A career breaking bones for bad money. And he enjoyed it. Or said he did. But I was a piece of shit when I was mortal too. The embrace changed me. For the better. It took all my fear away. And I started to figure most assholes are just scared. Deep down. There was something in Benny. I saw him stand over his buddy, keeping him breathing, talking so gently. I thought that was the core of him. And the rest was fear. Just like me. I thought if I gave him a chance.
Where is he, Max?
He is still my child. If nothing else, I deserve to know. What are you going to do to him?
I promise you, I mean Benny no harm. The princess only asked that I find him so she can talk to him. He has been on a rampage, butchering Thin Bloods.
Oh my God. Benny. Oh, my child. You gotta stop it. I know. I get it. I think he's at the Western Road construction site. It's where a bunch of anarchs like to hang not too far from here. That's where he was heading.
Thank you. Benny is no longer your responsibility. I will take care of things from here.
Can I at least know who you are? Before...
I am the Nomad. But here and now, you can call me Fire.
Fire. Thank you. Wait, that mark on your hand. I found this in Benny's stuff. Give that back.
Where did he get this?
I don't know. Do you?
Do you know what it is?
No, I swear.
Fire. He doesn't know anything.
I have to go.
Look, you don't have to hurt him. Please, I can still help him.
That ring is the match for your symbol, right?
It seems so.
So where did Benny find it? Ought to wear it if he'd secretly marked an elder. Maybe he had some contact with your captor, whoever that was.
You. Figures they'd replace me with some schmuck who walks to heel. Let me guess. The new baby prince wants my head.
She wants you returned to face her judgment.
Yeah?
And what do you think, sweetheart?
I have always known the Bruja to rail against the status quo, to fight for their beliefs. Rarely do I see them as mainstays of the Camarilla.
Everyone wants you to give a rat's ass about their system, their problems, your own fucking soul. I didn't become a monster to play by made-up rules.
So you chose the Camarilla, the side of order and bureaucracy.
I chose a side who let me slap down the pathetic bums I'm told I ought to care about. But I ain't no Blue Blood's pet. And I sure as hell ain't wearing a muzzle. Leave that to toadies like you.
That concrete won't hold much longer, and I doubt he's gonna cooperate.
You own a ring bearing this symbol. What does it mean?
Well, shit. I should have made the connection. But if you ain't figured it out already, sweetheart, I don't know what to tell you.
I am compromised. I want to know why and by whom.
I don't run with those licks no more. Promises, promises. I make my own goddamn promises.
Hurry this along, Fire.
You cannot be a monster if you meet your final death. Is all this really worth it?
You don't gotta be someone like me and go out gentle. I ain't no glowing embers. I'm a goddamn inferno. I'm the pyre you burn your witches on. Shit, I'm fucking nuclear!
Benny, all I need is one excuse.
Oh, you'll need more than that.
Last chance, Benny.
Go to hell.
Not the most cooperative, is he?
Katsumi.
So what'll it be? You and I have a civil conversation? Find a solution to this mess? Or you go the way of Mr. Muldoon here.
Careful.
All right, let us talk.
I think we can make this quick. You leave that beast with us, walk away, and we're good. Deal?
Why do you want him?
Why do I want him? Same reason you do. The fucking psycho's gone on a slaying spree against my folk. That's our blood on Muldoon's hands. He deserves our justice. Listen, you're new here, just starting out in the city. You do this for us and I'll count it a favor.
And who exactly is us?
You go by labels on boxes. The court calls us anarchs. I don't speak for all, but I speak for enough. We can open doors for you or be a goddamn roadblock. Which do you want?
What will happen to Benny if I leave him with you?
A trial first, then a fucking Tarantino finale. Benny's the goddamn sheriff. He's got my people calling for war. We're strong, but not that strong. If I put the psycho down myself, it'll calm the stupid fucks down before they do any more dumb shit. You understand? This gets to be a win all round.
He was not following orders, but still, he is the court's sheriff. The prince must punish him herself. How do you think she will react if you destroy him?
What's she going to do? Send the sheriff after us? Short answer is, Ryong's a businesswoman. We'd negotiate. Like fucking adults. Maybe what you're really asking is what happens to you if you don't keep your promise.
There is a sword over my head, yes. I have not the right to remain in Seattle. And I broke the masquerade when I woke from torpor.
Heavy stuff. But between you and me, I wouldn't sweat it. Why should she care about such a fuck-up of a sheriff? I hear she's got a nomad now. And you don't strike me as a monster. So far.
What happens if I take Benny with me?
You mean what happens if you try? Go ahead. See for yourself.
You speak of something you can offer me. What is it?
Let's keep it open-ended for now. See what you wind up needing most. You're old enough to know how this works.
Let's just settle this.
What's it going to be then? Think carefully, hon.
He will face your justice.
Huh. You're all right, you know that? Gotta say, that's a pleasant surprise. We should talk more. Come find me at the hole in the wall sometime. Till then.
Bat face? Haven't heard a sniffle or a squeak.
That's a problem. Sophia, see if you can reach out. He responds to you. Fire. Empty-handed, I see.
It does not matter. One way or another, Benny is gone.
Uh-oh.
So the sheriff is lost then? While I appreciate your concern and efficiency, I'll need to ensure we're not cutting out the middleman going forward. Tali, Sophia, say hello to our new sheriff.
Interesting.
What? Sheriff? But... What do you say, Fire?
Why would you reward me?
This isn't a reward. This is accountability. But use it right, and it can be an opportunity. As part of the package, you get your permission to stay and access to my court and resources. What's more, you can head your own investigation into this Mark business during your downtime. Clan representatives will make themselves available to you, as will Sophia should you require any research.
Oh, yes, of course. I could...
What do you say to that, Sheriff?
I agree to these terms. I will be your sheriff, Prince Rion.
Pleasure doing business. Now, as first order of business, I want to report. Katsumi, I assume you met her. What was your assessment?
The Anarchs respect her. That counts for something.
So she still has strong support. That could be problematic. Appreciate your candor. Clearly, I made the right decision. Anything else?
Yes. I believe it was Benny who destroyed Campbell.
And you have proof of that?
His sudden slaughter of Anarchs. We have assumed his rebellion began after Campbell's death. I suspect that it began with it.
Well, if so, our little regicide problem might be taken care of. Although, you gave away our chance to question him. It's an interesting thought. Anything else?
A moment.
Oh?
While hunting Benny, I encountered his sire.
Yeah, Max. What about him?
Is it not true that the sins of the child will be visited upon their sire?
If you want to be archaic. But I certainly wouldn't recommend he show his face. Let's leave it there.
I would know of the history between the Anarchs and this court. What is their complaint?
In short, it concerns our treatment of thin bloods. As in most domains, Lou wouldn't suffer them. Under Campbell, though, they were tolerated, as long as they remained beneath Katsumi's thumb. And because, as far as he knew, Campbell got right of first refusal on their alchemy. Seattle became a safe haven. But now, some have clearly placed bets on which way I'll swing.
If I am to be your sheriff, what would you have of me?
Tali would get you up to speed. In fact, I'd go as far as to call him your handler. And from the look of things, I don't think there'll be a problem.
Go on and out me, why don't you?
Thank you. That was useful to know.
In that case, we'll be in touch.
One thing before you go, Toots. In your travels, check in on Lou. I told her we'd help out on security. And guess what? That's your headache now. Go have a blast.
Oh, and, meet me at Wake the Dead, when you have the chance. I can't wait to pick your brain, in the best way, of course.
Huh. Well, I expected Ryong to be upset. I did not expect her to hand you a tin star. This will make our investigations easier, but there's a phrase. Poison chalice? Good luck, Sheriff. Oh, and as for your Benny theory, maybe he did take out Campbell. One bad day at the office. But he is connected to the mark on your hand. There's got to be more to it.
I was wondering when you'd be back, old sport. My prince has instructed me to help you recover your old skills. I am, of course, at your disposal. Since I have you, I wanted to raise an environmental issue. I assume, like me, you've been outraged by the scrawls left on our civic architecture by the Anarchs. Since you're now part of Ryong's cleanup crew, I'd like them removed. The garish graffitos, erased, deleted. If you happen to do the same to their artists, then it's only what they deserve.
I would be happy to. Symbols have power.
Well, well. You're sharp, aren't you? The Anarchs believe they're staking a claim, and the more the scum believe it, the harder it is to scrape them off.
I need your knowledge of the Ventru bloodline.
Interesting, interesting. Let us try, shall we?
You interest me.
The Nomad finds me of interest. Well, that is a totem I will carry to my tomb.
I look forward to seeing you again.
You gotta be the sheriff. I'm Onda, Lou's new security. Let's get a couple things straight. You may be my elder, but I report to Lou, and to the prince, not to you. I got one job, and that's to protect her by any means necessary. Ryong wants us to help you kickstart your old powers. So if you need a little jolt of the Night Clan, you can come to me. I won't like it, but I'll do it.
When did your clan become welcome in the Camarilla cities? Before I slept, most La Sombra were firmly Sabbat.
They didn't sell sliced bread before you slept. It happened a few years back. The situation changed, and so did we. Well, some of us. Some are stubborn fools. Don't get it wrong, Nomad. We earned our place here. Earned it hard.
What brings you to Seattle?
This camarilla. World class. The old guard and the new. I have a talent for sniffing out opportunities. Always have.
You mean opportunities to prove your loyalty to the Camarilla?
Of course. I know what they say about me and my clan. I need to prove I'm not a traitor. Besides, if I can get on Lou's good side, well, then there's a whole city at my fingertips.
Will you tell me of your mortal life?
Nothing to hide, I guess. I was magnificent when I was young. A real machine. Swimming, a bit of track, kickboxing was my favorite, especially outside the ring. One time, I took out this huge guy, like 3 times my size because he'd been talking shit. Question mark kick right to the back of the neck. Dude hits the ground. Bam! 3 weeks in ICU. Never walked again. Since you're on the clock, Sheriff, I have business for you. A city is like a cookpot. This one's simmering. I've had word passed down on some of the troublemakers. Getting close to where we don't want them. I'm gonna deal with my share, but you could help me out.
Is there trouble I can deal with?
Yeah. Izzy's an older ghoul among the Anarchs. Got big ideas. She set up a den on top of the Goddard building. Can you deal with her?
I will find them. I find you interesting.
Really? I find you out of your depth. Strange to see an elder with just a hint of lost puppy. Maybe you need someone to bring you to heel.
I will speak to you again.
There you are.
I wish to thank you. Your name meant a great deal to the court. They said I could do you a service?
Did I ask for you? I don't... Oh, yes. The gangrel. Do you know of the arrangement? That the court supply me with suitable meals? They sent me a gangrel lout to act as my gopher, to replace... the singing of reptiles in the pulse of the blood. The call of the sun as the dry seeds burn. The red that runs through unfertile soil. The wind that flays sinew from a heartstring. Can you hear it, Nomad?
Hear what?
We were talking of the gangrel.
You saw some vision. What was that?
You can't hear it? It doesn't call to you. That surprises me, after all your centuries. They say it's only for the powerful, the eldest. Of course, you were asleep, and it started after your time. Doomsayers call it the Beckoning. They have it linked to Cain, Gehenna, antediluvians. The boogeymen we tell fledglings not to fear.
And what is this beckoning?
For many, it is merely a feeling, a strange urge. Often there are dreams.
Dreams? Visions?
Then comes the music, sounding in the stillness, in the quieted mind. They say it's the song of Gehenna, beseeching our return to the cradle of civilization, to bleed in the east.
What do you mean by bleed in the east?
Some call it a crusade. They think they can prevent Gehenna by hunting elders in torpor. Such bad manners, don't you think? Lion or stray, if a cat lies sleeping, it should be left that way.
So what do you call it?
A war, darling, against idiots.
Gehenna. I have heard this name. The end times. When the antediluvians will rise to devour their children.
If you believe the myths. The third generation, grandchilder of Cain, survivors of the Great Flood. The mighty progenitors of our clans.
In my time, talk of antediluvians and Gehenna was forbidden in many Camarilla domains.
As it still is. But here in Seattle, I am the Camarilla. And this is a private conversation.
You are certain you hear this song of Gehenna?
I've heard it for, so many years now. The summoning recognizes my strength. But I won't leave my jewel of a city. Oh, no. No matter who calls. Now, there was another thing. So yes, the arrangement. As I said, the court have sent me a new helper. A gangrel, calling herself Nyx. This is one of that little homunculus's japes, I'm sure of it. A gangrel, to fetch my food.
And this is a problem?
Her attempts have been little better than roadkill. She needs to be educated. Be a dear and have a chat with her, would you? Set her on the right path.
I understand that Ventru tastes vary. What is your preference?
These days, I am particularly partial to the mourners. Those who are not too enervated, either in lust or anger. I find melancholia calms my dreams. It goes without saying that they should be for money. Like fine wine, the older the bloodline, the better. But flavor aside, they must look the part. How would I explain some piercing-ridden, tattoo-covered strumpet to the front desk? This is the Glacier Hotel. I have a reputation to uphold.
What more can you tell me about this Nyx?
I tune out most of her babble, but it is incessant. Despite my best efforts, I can tell you that never mind was better than rumors. And that the Idaho steelheads are having a good season. And that the gourmet coffee down the street smells over-extracted. But as for what I know about her, very little. She irritates me.
Where will I find the gangrel?
If she's at her post, you'll find her in the foyer. If not, follow the smell of wet dog. Now, run along, dear. I'll see you again before you know it.
Well, if it isn't the sheriff, the Nomad, right? You've got a big reputation, but damn if you aren't a little thing.
So, a gangrel working in the heart of a city. It is rare to see a free spirit walking within a prince's shadow. There's a reason you seek the approval of the court.
Calm down, Sherlock. There's no mystery to solve here. I'm just a girl trying to find her place in a new home.
They tell me you have a problem.
It's simple. Or it should be. I'm supposed to catch mortals and bring it back to Lou, right? Fresh blood delivered to your door. But Lou won't eat anything I bring back. Picky brat. I can only stomach the moneyed and the mournful. What the fuck does that even mean? They all taste the same to me, like chicken nuggets on legs. I mean, what am I supposed to do, huh? Stick them on a spoon and say, here comes the airplane?
Tell me more about your service for Lou.
Honestly, something ain't right with her. And it's not just the fussy feeding. She won't leave her haven at all. But who the hell's she hiding from? She mutters to herself, stares at nothing. And the other day, she was laying out clothes for the grand tour. Listen, I know she's a big deal around here, but between you and me, girl is not playing with a full deck.
Where did you come from?
Not much to tell. Boise, baby. Born and bred. Had a good job, had a picket fence, and a yard fit for barbecuing. Until Daddy Gangrel shows up for a little cuddle. And suddenly that yard is looking kinda small. But Gangrel life is nothing like how you live here. Kindred wasting eternity seeing who can be the sneakiest asshole.
What is it you're hoping to achieve?
I just want to do my job right. Look, I'll level with you. These city bloodsuckers, it's a whole different world. Everyone's playing these fucking high-stake mind games, and I can't even beat that peg game over at Wagon Wheel. So I need to find ways to be useful if I want to stay here. I figure this keeps me on the right side of the right people.
Good to meet you, Nyx. I can help. What do you need?
Ugh, I'll take anything. I just need you to find me some blood donors Lou won't turn her damn nose up at. Grab me something with their scent. I don't know, a glove, a wallet, a used tissue, anything. Then I'll do the dirty work.
I'm not sure if we were supposed to meet up or something, but this is a bad time right now.
I know someone who would love to meet you. I shall arrange an introduction.
Sorry, I can't help. I need to... I'm expected at home any minute. Look, I'm having a bad night. Mind calling my assistant to schedule an actual meeting? What is it? I swear, I don't have anything, and my strong and tall boyfriend is meeting me here in a minute. Is something wrong? What do you want?
Perhaps I shall meet you again. Or one of my associates will.
Look, I don't want any of whatever you're on. Thanks.
Hey, so how'd it go?
Here are the trinkets as promised.
Whoa, thanks! Holy shit! So that's what she was talking about? Can you smell that? Those things Lou was saying, moneyed and mournful? This is what it smells like? Ah! Oh my god, thank you. I mean it. Starting off on the right foot round here means more to me than you know.
You seem under a lot of pressure. Why is this job so important to you?
Look, I'm not stupid. I know I'm the square peg in the round hole. I figure my best shot is to make friends in high places. Prove I'm useful because the useless fuck-ups don't get to stay.
To stay in the city?
Stay in one piece.
There is something here you are not telling me.
Ugh, don't worry about me, sweetie. There's nothing I can't handle. See ya.
Shall we introduce ourselves? You may call me Mrs. Thorne. I already know who you are. A word of advice. There is a protocol to things around here, my dear. One must conduct oneself with proper decorum if one doesn't want to get fucked over. Weaver Tower have informed us that we must help you awaken your old powers. It's a worthy principle and an interesting experiment, no doubt. Consider me an interested party. I'm certainly willing to make the attempt.
What is your role here?
Well, I run a flea circus, which is really just a front for my secret human butchery service. And in my spare time, I like to build tiny castles out of the teeth of my victims.
Excuse me?
I run this shop and answer stupid questions.
How long have you been in Seattle?
Oh, a long time. I arrived here to extract certain disciplines from a mortal cult, and we had a satisfactory exchange of ideas. It was the time of Theosophy and the New Thought, all utter claptrap, but it did sell a lot of books. I saw a market opportunity. My home country being out of bounds to me at that time. Some people do overreact to the smallest of transgressions.
Tell me more about the Tremere of Seattle.
You'll find us more organized than other clans. At least, those of us that honor the old ways. Knowing one's place, observing the proper order of things, deference to superiors. That's the real secret to longevity. That and wielding enough blood sorcery to turn your enemy's innards to outards, of course.
And so you have earned the respect of the Camarilla?
Quite. I defer to the judgment of the hierarchy when necessary. But I take no shit. Now, dearie, since you're crisscrossing our streets so regularly, might I persuade you to run a few errands for me? Nothing taxing. A package here, parcel there. It's so hard to find good help.
You have something for me to do?
Something very simple. I have a small package here. If you'll deliver it to Miss Pierce, you'll find her on the ground floor of Weaver Tower. The sooner the better.
I will see it done. You interest me.
Indeed. It has been a long time since anyone made eyes at me. But I suppose for once, the age difference is in my favor.
I look forward to speaking again soon.
Nomad! Sheriff, you're here! I'm so... After all the stories, I mean... It's a privilege. Truly.
I am curious. What have you heard about me?
Everything. Of what is written, anyway. Who knows if it's even true? But, I mean...
Oh?
There is... one thing. I hate to impose, and on you of all kindred. But...
You may speak plainly.
Thank you. During the attack, some of the Anarchs, they took hostages. People dear to me. Mortals I'd given my blood.
You want me to find your ghouls? Your retainers?
I just thought, with the way you handled Katsumi, I know this is another group, that the Anarchs are in splinters, but I know you could do this. My assistants, they worked in Weaver Tower. If I have them back, it will be easier for me to help you. To research, I mean. It's just that they'll deal with my usual work, and I'll be able to focus.
You said your retainers are dear to you.
They assist with my research, yes. And they have shared my blood.
But it is more than that.
When I give my blood to a mortal, to anyone, I look for those in whom I see some part of myself. My old self. And I try to help them. For that, I think they love me. So you see, I feel responsible for protecting them.
The Anarchs who stormed the tower. The ones who took your retainers. Katsumi's people?
I don't think so. The Anarchs... There are so many factions. But Katsumi... She has reason to keep her head low.
I will be honest. I was hoping we could simply talk.
Really? I would like nothing more. It's just... the circumstances... I want to give you my full attention.
Thank you for your trust. I will find your retainers. But this conversation is not over.
That's... a relief. Oh, you can't know how much. I'll begin my research at once. Just knowing you will search for them. Knowing they're safe.
Where should I look?
There's an Anarch gang operating from a loading bay near the parking garage. I think it's the same group.
Then I will begin there.
Huh. Small world.
How so?
This parking garage you mentioned, it's not far from where we first, met, so to speak. Sophia was really taken with those ghouls, sounds like. I knew she had people helping her. Campbell called them her pets. I can kind of see that.
I'm just a research assistant. I am of no use to you. Please, I beg.
You are free to go.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Please, you must rescue the others. They dragged them away with talk of some anti-Camarilla plot in another city. They took them towards the subway station.
You are Sophia's people, yes? You are safe now.
Oh, thank you ever so much for your assistance.
Now, I do like a touch of courtesy.
But please, my colleagues. These ruffians separated us. I dread to think what's become of them.
Huh. There's more, huh? Let's look around a spell.
Sophia sent me. It is over. You can go home.
She did? I knew she wouldn't forget us. Please accept her gratitude. You have found the others?
They are safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the Anarchs are shaking down Sophia's researchers for intel on the court.
And taking them to New York.
New York has a heavy Tremere presence. The Chantry of the Five Boroughs. Figure they thought they'd make a quick buck. Reckon that's the lot. Sophia will let us know for certain. Best we head back to wake the dead.
Sheriff, you're back.
I was growing rather accustomed to your doting attentions. Do you not know your retainers walk free? Or does something else trouble you?
It's not that I'm not grateful. I am. It's just... when I spoke with them, I realized... Piotr... he was not with them.
Piotr?
My most dear... He had been with me for so long, and he... I mean, he was useful to me. Maria told me. When they took him, he died in the street to Anarch enthusiasm. You couldn't have helped. But still.
You cared for him. That is unusual. I'm sorry. I know that is not much comfort.
I have never been good at loss. Will you stay with me? Talk to me? Distract me, perhaps?
How would you like to hear about the Nomad? Something you won't have learned from dry histories.
Truly? Yes. Yes, of course. There's so much I've wanted to ask. I don't know where to begin. Perhaps... well, the start? Before there was the Nomad, who were you?
I grew up among artists and free thinkers and used my art to challenge and inspire. The Sultan branded me a rebel.
So your embrace, your sire, forgive me, the histories, I never quite learned. Would I know of them?
They rest now. That is all you need know.
I see. One more thing. I always wondered. The records say you left Constantinople in 1633, but that was the year of the Chibali fire, which burned a fifth of the city. It's said the kindred, they...
Roasted in their havens. Yes. I still recall the smell.
You know, it happened here too once. A great fire. The same smell of... Never mind.
That great fire in Seattle. What more can you tell me of it?
1889. Started by an overturned glue pot. If you believe the records. But I've always thought it interesting. So much was destroyed that day, yet not a single life was lost. No mortal life, at least. But so many rats. Lucky for us that Lou was there.
Lou and Prince Frion. Tell me more of them.
I'm not sure... I mean, I've already... How do I say this? I think Ryong could make a good prince. I mean, she is a good prince. And Lou is basically a hermit. But if I didn't know better, and if I have your confidence, I'd say that Ryong would be prince in name alone. I wish it weren't the case, but here we are.
Can you tell me more of the Nosferatu, Tolly?
Tolly's just... Tolly? Perhaps that makes me naive, but I trust him. He was Campbell's eyes and ears before he was Ryong's, dealing with, well, you know, secrets. I've known him for, what, 30 years now? And before that, well, he mentioned San Francisco once in passing. Then he got quiet, like he never does, and he... I don't think he's mentioned it since.
Did you have many dealings with Prince Campbell?
Of course. He ruled for decades. Not so much directly. I mean, I didn't know him. He liked to think he was in charge, that things were his way. But this city never really changes. Here, it is always Lou's will. It doesn't matter who holds the title. Tolly found Campbell, laid out in Pioneer Square, decapitated. We thought anarchs at first, but for the anarchs to destroy him, it makes no sense.
You know much about me. It's only fair I should know of you.
Me? Oh, I'm nobody. I'm just an apprentice. It's been so long now. But the pyramid is gone, and Mrs. Thorne, she says she sees no point in advancing me. She also says I lack proper grace and decorum, so I study. And I try to help. And that's enough. Aside from that, I'm just Safia. The most, that's all I've ever been.
It was pleasant to talk, but I must leave. But I will return. Until then, see what you can learn about this mark.
I will.
Poor Sophia. It's always a shame when you lose an old hound, if you take me meaning. But she'll honor your agreement. If anything, she'll be hankering for distraction. Just give her time. You did all you could. Reckon you'll find Katsumi at the hole in the wall.
This is for you.
What? Oh. Let's hope the old woman can do what she promised.
You're becoming quite the regular here, aren't you? Oh, I hear Miss Pierce was satisfied with her present. Thank you, Fire.
You have something for me to do?
Not tonight, but I will certainly need your help later on. So, in theory, the best way to awaken your faded powers is to consume Tremere blood. I've brewed just a little of mine into this tea you see before you. You should be able to keep it down, theoretically. Would you mind if I make notes? It seems to have worked. Consider your thaumaturgy returned.
Be well, Mrs. Thorne.
Здравей! I see we share a condition. I'm Nico. It's always a pleasure to meet a visitor. This is my shop. It is where the mortals come to make debts they cannot repay. Sometimes I feed on them, but mostly I enjoy their charming knickknacks. The prince has ordered us to help you reawaken some of your old powers. I do not respond well to orders, but she asked nicely, so I consider it more of a favor. I will help you if I can.
Tell me about your relationship with the Camarilla.
Well, I report to no one, but I sometimes help them as I can. I source items the prince needs, keep my ears open for what's happening in the city. And sometimes I help bring a reckoning to those that deserve it.
So you avenge on behalf of the Camarilla?
Only if I agree with their judgment. Then I'm honored to do it.
You have an impressive collection of items. Are they all brought in by mortals?
Some, yes. Some are souvenirs I collect myself. See that vase over there, for example. It belonged to a man who promised to visit his sick mother and did not. So I ripped out his spleen. Some people really do not know how to behave.
Do you know a kindred named Fabian?
Oh, interesting.
But of course. I haven't seen him around in a while, but he's a good guy. He once asked me to help find the lost possessions of a chimiche he was desperately attempting to woo.
Perhaps we've heard enough?
I had a thought. It is often the case that I find stories of people who have transgressed. I bring them to justice when I can. But this is an unjust city, and there is only so much time. Perhaps you share these views. You could aid me if you choose.
Is there someone who needs my attention?
I do have something. This wristwatch comes from Jonathan. Jonathan killed his brother over a matter of money. He still takes money with violence. His cologne is cheap. You should find him easily.
I have the scent. You interest me.
Ha! It has been a long time, Nomad, I think. You are also interesting. The most interesting courier to enter my shop in many years. And of extremely high value. I know about these things.
Can you help me recover my knowledge of the Banu Hakim?
Of course. I am told that if you drink the blood of Banu Hakim, it will awaken the memory of some of the powers you gained from my kind. I will give you my blood in a cup. Drink and be restored. Do you feel your blood is aroused, friend?